Hello and welcome back to Total Crypto for another video, and in this video it looks like, check this out guys, we're breaking well above the resistance line turning support from its all-time high. But the question is, where are we likely to head for our next move? Would it be to the down or to the upside? Well, you need to stick around, so let's roll the intro. Hello guys and welcome back to Total Crypto for another Coq Inu video. It's going to be a short one guys, only because we haven't seen too much movement yet, but even though we already have broken up from its all-time high, we have in fact printed a long wick to the top and at the bottom with a smaller body in the middle. That means it's a doji candle. Now this has been printed right from the very top, which means it is the biggest indecision candle. So this means either we're going to fall much further down back to this level over here, or we could be breaking way to the upside. So what do we do in this case? Well, we definitely do need to drop down into a smaller time frame so we can see exactly how it is playing out in order for you to be able to get in for a trade. Right, so it looks like we're not gonna shoot straight back down, because on the 8-hourly chart it looks like we printed a couple of reds and green, which is quite a healthy move to the upside. We might even see another wick back down towards this red candle for a move going straight to the upside. And guys, that would be an insane move if that was to happen, because seeing as we've already broken from its all-time high, that means we should remain above its all-time high and continue for price discovery. So what I will do in this situation, I will jump into the daily charts, we'll zoom out, and then from here what we can do is to bring out the retracement tool from its all-time high, which is where we are now, down to the very bottom, and we could possibly look to hold a trade from the area of breaking back up above from its all-time high to hopefully around about 0.30 0.4015145. Now that can be a very attractive move to the upside. In fact, that will give us 252% move to the upside. So that means in accordance to the Fibonacci retracement tool, that we could see a massive move for a possible gain of 252% move to the upside. It's not a guarantee, of course, and just as a disclaimer guys, this is not financial advice. This is just something which I've been doing on YouTube to share with you exactly what I've been doing within my trades, which made me successful, and I would love to share it with the YouTube world. In fact, you can all test and trial this out on a demo account before you use any live account. With some real money, start off with a small account and then work your way up to a larger one. But for the meanwhile, you can also subscribe to my Patreon, as I have multiple levels of memberships, and if you'd like to get a nice shout out at the end or during the video, you can also subscribe to a membership called the Crypto Family, where you get a shout out. You can check that all in my Patreon. This is my Patreon link, of course, and you have 3 tier options. You could either go for the Crypto Family shout out for £1.50 in dollars. That's probably around about $1.80. I don't know the conversion rate. I should have used that conversion rate instead. Otherwise, if you'd like to join the Total Crypto Family, it's £4.50, and that will give you in this tier that you receive a massive digital thank you. You also be the first to know for each crypto video that I create before I launch it onto the YouTube platform. And there's a couple of benefits that you'll gain from here, which is the early access to my content, Patreon only voting power, which you get to vote, and you can also post and message me directly. Otherwise, if you'd like to receive a Total Crypto trading coach or coaching sessions for $17 or £17, and this is just a monthly subscription, or what you can do, subscribe for 1 month, have a one-to-one training session with myself for an hour per session, and that way you will be able to get all this juicy content and learn to trade the way that I trade. But anyway guys, you find this link in the description. So let's get back to the video, and where do we see Coq Inu heading now? We can still see a massive possible move to the downside, but that really depends on what the big daddy Bitcoin is doing. Otherwise, if we do hold above this resistance turn support line, that we could see a massive continuation to the upside. But I don't believe that you will get a total of 200 plus move to the upside during this bull season. In fact, you can please use this as a timestamp. I reckon at least within 8 months you will see a stupendous move to the upside. And with Coq Inu, I had played around with the idea that we could see us going all the way up to the 1 cent mark. And in fact, seeing as there are a speculation of coins being burnt, I do believe coins are being burnt in general, which means there'll be a huge shock in supply. Once that happens, guys, we're going to see a crazy move to the upside. Even if we only hit a 0.5%, that's already, look at this, 119,000% move to the upside. But I reckon that we will hit easily, or at least easily around about 0.5% to 1 cent mark, and that will give us approximately, look at that, 242,000% move to the upside. In order for us to reach that, for that 1 cent, it could happen towards the back end of that could happen at the beginning or towards the end of this massive bull season coming up. Either way, guys, if I was you, I'll keep your ears to the ground, watch the price chart and see where we go. And I do reckon we can make some massive gains together. All importantly, whenever we dip, what do we do, guys? If we're hodling, we add more to the bags. Why? Because whenever we do find Coq Inu dipping further, whether we reach here or even below, we only add more to our bag. So once we do reach to those crazy numbers, you receive even more dollars or pounds, depending where you are from around the world. So I hope this is useful and informative. This sort of videos is actually really suited for someone who are hodling. But if you are an intraday trader, I would say this: always use a larger time frame to see a directional bias of where the coin is heading. As we can see currently, that we have in fact broken to the upside, so that means all you got to do is go down to the smaller time frame. And as you do, we will only look to get in for a breakout trade from here, wait for a retrace, something like this, where we go from here to there, and then once we do see a pullback, that be a stronger confluence that we will be moving straight back to the upside. In case if that doesn't happen, simply wait for Coq Inu to drop further, retest there, so then you can re-enter and do something like this. And remember, because if you're an intraday trader, you more or less want to be a reactional trader, which means you need to see whether we do break to the downside, out away from here, or break further to the upside. I do hope you find it useful and informative, guys. Please do me a favor, give me a like, subscribe, hit the bell notification to get updated with my daily content. If you'd like to find out more about my Patreon, just check down the link in the description and you'll find all this information within my description. Otherwise, if you haven't yet subscribed, what are you waiting for, guys? Subscribe right over here and click on the next video.